Yes, this is it. Dying Light 2. We are not. I did not play Dying Light 1 that long ago and did a review on that. And I said I was going to do Dying Light 2, so, well, here I am. Um, Already you can tell its graphics are a lot better, and its world, its actual free roam world with the big buildings that you can enter, are a lot cooler as well. A lot more colorful, a lot more vibrant. There's a lot of good things about Dying Light 2. It's better than Dying Light 1, I will say that. Dying Light 1 is more simple, though, because just before I started this video, proof of how complicated it is and how much I said it was, I had to sit there and figure out some of the controls before I started the video again, or else I was not going to do anything properly, and I probably still won't, and probably still don't know all of them. But, just a little heads up, I can't show every feature in this because of the fact that I am not completed the story yet. Well, I have completed it. I completed it with my girlfriend on PS4 version of Dying Light 2 on my PS5 because they didn't have crossplay. I don't know if they do now. So I had to play, in order to play with her, I had to play on the PS4 version. And we beat it on there, so there's proof that she liked the game. The proof she liked Dying Light 1 and this one because she was willing to play the second one. So we played Dying Light 2 and we actually beat it. It was a great story. It's cool with all the choices, which is nice choices. And then there's some cool things at the very end of the game called legendary encounters, which are actually pretty sick. You can do lots of those to get some cool gear. Legendary encounters are definitely tons of fun. This game has a lot of stuff to do in endgame, which unfortunately I can't show in this video because, well, I'm not in endgame. But there's a lot of cool features in endgame, which is really nice. It's nice that the game's not complete crap in endgame, unlike a lot of games are. Because, a lot of games you play and then you get to the endgame and it's just, there's nothing to do. One thing I like about Dying Light 2 is it's a lot harder. You can't just swing through and one-hit regular zombies. Well, I think you can once you get, really OP stuff. But it's not the easiest to get OP stuff. It's a lot scarier, it's darker. You can remove the health bars, actually, I think, which makes it more of a natural look from Dying Light 1. But because the zombies are a lot harder to kill, I recommend you don't remove them. Unless you really want to be more immersive and difficult, you can. And I can't dropkick yet, unfortunately. You can dropkick eventually, don't worry. Oh, never mind, yes you can. Okay. So, combat is a lot more difficult, and it doesn't look as smooth because it's so much more complicated and there's so much more options, so it doesn't look as smooth. Still great combat, though. Dying Light 2's world is so big. Yeah, like I said, can't show any features. I can't show the legendary encounters, unfortunately. Those are really cool. I'll throw up a picture of them, but they are cool. I'll throw up a picture right here. This is the legendary encounter for the legendary zombies. And then this one right here is legendary encounter for the legendary renegade attacks, which are the enemy guys. Yeah, so still pretty cool events you can do at the end game. Lots of fun. Those you can just grind out, and there's I know there is a new DLC and stuff, and there's a bunch of DLC stuff and a bunch of different new missions and new things like that. I don't know how any of that works because I haven't been playing nonstop. Because weirdly, this game is a lot of fun, but it lost its replayability to me. I didn't after beating it, I didn't really feel like playing it again. I don't exactly know why, because it is a fun game. I didn't feel like playing again. But it does not mean it's not fun. It's definitely a game you should try out at some point. It is fun. Cool feature is you can go in almost every building. But the thing about buildings is the zombies actually hibernate, kind of. They'll be in buildings during the daytime. And at nighttime, they're all out. So, it's dangerous inside buildings in the daytime, because they're filled with all the zombies. But there's now a silent takedown feature, which is nice. has a stealth mechanic to it, which is awesome because number one did not. And stealth's always fun in games. Well, unless you don't like it, then I guess it's not fun. But there's lots of people who don't like stealth. And then I think the worst feature in this entire game, even though it's nice because it's more immersive, and if you're into that, that's great. But there's now a stamina bar, which sucks. Like, why would there be a stamina bar? Like, how am I supposed to get up this? They go down at the same time. That doesn't make any sense. Oh. Yeah, I'm stupid. Okay, I seem to have finally made it up. It took forever. One thing with safe houses is some of them you just can't do if you don't have enough stamina. Like, that's probably my most hated feature. Like, yes, I get it. It makes it more immersive and it's more real, but that was the thing with Dying Light 1 that was so fun. It wasn't necessarily like a big stamina feature. It wasn't like massively important. You could do pretty much anything without having to worry. This game, you gotta pay attention to your stamina. Obviously, you can upgrade it, so it doesn't even matter, but starting off, it's very difficult. This game's a lot more progressive. You get a lot better over time if you don't play it. Or if you do play it, you get a lot better over time. If you don't play it, you're not gonna get anything cool. Whereas Dying Light 1, you can just get stuff cool right away. This is a cool cutscene, though. Whenever you collect a safe house. It might look cooler depending on if you have territory, because you actually give territory between the survivors and the peacekeepers, which I guess the peacekeepers own this territory, so they get it, and this is what it looks like. You kind of just play the game, you do unlock certain things by choosing certain people, but just play the game how you like. Like, you know, if you end up liking the peacekeepers, then go with them. If you end up liking the saviors, go with them. Or saviors, that's from The Walking Dead, but no survivors, then go with them. Alright, now map. Let's look at the map. So, it is definitely a bigger map than Dying Light 1. 100% a bigger map. We have tons of stuff. Like, look at all these question marks. These are all side quests. These are unknown safe houses. There's tons of stuff in here. There's loot convoys. There's dark hollows. Windmills to take over. There's the big safe houses, which you can usually ask people for quests in there. There's clearing these, which are the big bus stations. I just call them big, but these are the big bus stations. Clearing those is a lot of fun because you can get some cool stuff from clearing those. I don't know what that is. The Huntress, that's new. I also don't know what that is. This is also new. Oh no, Harper, that's some bounty guy. This is the original. This is the map you start in, so this gives you more of a Dying Light 1 feel because there's less skyscrapers and it's more just normal size. Obviously, I don't have this one anywhere close to being done yet either. There's a bunch of stuff I have to do, a bunch of question marks, a bunch of save houses, a bunch of little events. Some quests will change. There's the arrow, which kind of progresses the story in different directions. These are anomalies, and these are inhibitors that shows that you will get rewarded. That's how you up your skills and stuff. See, the other reason why this one's called Stay Human is because you actually turn into you turn into an infected, which just kills you, and you have to restart from a checkpoint. If you're in the dark too long and you don't use any UV lights or you don't eat your UV shrooms, you know, everyone's got to eat those. Yeah, the amount of stuff to do in Dying Light 2, like I'm not even at endgame, and there's so much to do, but in endgame you get even more things. Like look at all the stuff you have to do before you even hit endgame. There's tons of things you can go do, and then plus there's the main quests, which it's actually a pretty good story. Again, more complicated. That's like the biggest downfall of Dying Light 2. It's so overly complicated that most people can't figure stuff out. There is some kind of Easter egg which gives you some cool stuff, which I've done. I don't know if I did it on this account though, which allows you to go from here to another building and do some crazy Easter egg. I'm not gonna show that, but if anyone wants a video on how to do that, I can. We're gonna check out some of these challenges and some of these events, but I'm going to go to a stash first, and we're at a stash. Not the one I was going to, but good enough. So I have this in my inventory, which is destroyed. I have artifact gear in here. Sweet. What are you laughing at? Okay, save it. Show me later. I don't know why I have so much random gear in my stash. Oh, whoa. So, I just got some really cool stuff, probably from the Halloween event, but that's pretty sweet. But yeah, alright, anyways, next event. At the Bandit Camp, which is one of the new features. You can go in these stealthy, or you can get beat up by a crappy zombie that is just destroying you. But no, we can go in these stealthy. You can go in these things stealthy, or you can go in it like my girlfriend would and just rush in and start smacking everything. Kind of whatever way you prefer. Maybe we'll try going in the hard way. I'd say, honestly, the biggest flaw to this game is its stamina. I hate that. Like, it's cool, but I hate it, because I'm trying to fight something, and then stamina runs out, and then I'm like, oh, okay. Wow. That was a long way down. I'm sorry for that, bud. This one right here. This room. Because it's a hard lockpick, obviously. We'll see how hard it actually is. How long is this gonna take me? Not long at all. Sweet. Finally made it here. I got purple axe. I'll take that gladly. Military medkit. Those are nice. What's in here? Another purple axe. I'll take it. Valuables. Arrows. I'm not grabbing those because I don't care. Oh, look, another container. What is it? A blue torch. No, I'm good. And there's lockers. And that is how you complete a safe, well, one of the bigger safe zones. I showed you the little windmill towers, which is also a safe zone. Then there's the Night Runner ones I'm not going to show because they're really easy. Because they're just pull a generator and maybe kill a couple guys around it potentially. These safe zones are sick. big radar tower ones. Whoa, what did I get? Got a new weapon. Ooh. That's actually a sick weapon. It's a railing. Okay. So those are safe zones. That took a lot longer than I was hoping. But let's check out something else. If I can zoom in or click it or place a waypoint or do anything. So these are encounters. There's legendary encounters once you beat the game. I don't think there's really any... Ow, Jesus Christ. Are not that bad. Ow, man, I suck. Oh my god, I suck. Wow, I'm horrible. I'm absolute trash at this game. This thing is still following me? Well, these are encounters. There's legendary ones. There's these new ones that I've never seen. I don't know how to get him down. I just almost killed him. I'm being chased by a jumping kangaroo zombie. Yeah, we're just gonna go to the next thing. Man. I'm so bad at this. Nothing is working this entire video. Okay. These are the convoys. Just clear an area of zombies out, and you can take the loot. It's pretty much like the encounters. Like, yes, everything's repetitive, but then again, every game ever is repetitive, and people who say otherwise are stupid. But repetitive doesn't mean a bad thing. People just misuse that when they're talking about games. This thing to my left is the Forsaken store, which is exactly the same as the Dark Hollow. There's different types. There's Forsaken store and the Dark Hollow. They're great places for loot. Oh, there's an evacuation convoy. Yeah, very good places for loot. I recommend not doing them in the daytime because everyone's awake. They're just filled with zombies and loot. And if you take them all out, you get some pretty sick stuff. Chances are you'll die though. I do, and Dark Hollows tend to have volatiles in them. But yeah, these are for 6 stores, tons of loot, tons of zombies. Better to do at night. I don't recommend doing right now in the daytime because I just got jumped by 17 different volatiles at once. But that is a Forsaken store. They're difficult. Unless you do them at nighttime, they're a lot easier. They're cool though. You can see much. There's really not much to see though because it's just loot, kill. So now we check out the Deadliest Mode. Deadliest thing to do in any Dying Light game is nighttime. Because, it's, as I've stated before, it's terrifying. This one has the Screamer guys, which I believe are the little screaming babies from Dying Light 1. Just grown up, but evolved. Dying Light 2 is a lot darker at night. And there's Screamer guys, and if you do things wrong, you end up in a chase. Like I just did. Now, there is death coming here. So chases are absolutely scary in this one because it actually pressures you. Unlike Dying Light 1, you're not really pressured in Dying Light 1, they just kind of happen. There's no pressure to it. It doesn't even feel like a chase in Dying Light 1, you just know there's things behind you. This one, it tells you. It says you're in a chase, it says the level, so it just causes stress. And you just gotta run through them. Nighttime is terrifying, and then you come across, and the chase levels include different enemies. You get to like 3 and 4, and you're facing volatiles. It's terrifying. Things to talk about, there is things called GLE buildings, which is how you get I forgot what they're called, not incubators, but the things you use to get the skill points and stuff. You can go through GRE buildings and find a bunch of them. There is GRE anomalies, which are things you can usually only do at night, where, oh my god, there's things you can only do at night called GRE anomalies, where they're basically just little boss events where you face some some crazy new creature that jumps around, or just some form of boss, and these geary anomalies will mess you up, and you get really cool loot out of them though. You're almost guaranteed like good gear. These are things that I'm just not really going to be shown in this one. There's parkour events, exact same as Dying Light 1 pretty much. Like there really isn't any differences to those. Side missions are tons of fun. So are the main missions. There's lots to do, and you can get lots of rewards from them all, which is also fun. There's the DLCs. This game is still kind of being updated, I believe. There's nothing like Bozak Horde yet. But yes, it's pretty much everything that I've been able to talk about in Dying Light. Pretty much everything I've... Oh my god, there's Baltar's coming. That's pretty much everything I've been able to talk about in Dying Light 2. All the different events, different chases, many different zombies to face. The chases are intense and make you want to cry a little bit on the inside. There's also airdrops you can do, which are kind of fun. You can get really cool stuff for those, especially these underwater ones, which are, well, they're underwater in the spot on the map that you can actually unreveal from the water at some point if you do it right. That's everything in Dying Light 2. It's a pretty fun game. I would definitely recommend buying it if you would like a fun zombie game and you want to game with friends. Definitely recommend. Play Dying Light 1 first though, so you just get the feel. And I'm stuck in a truck, but that's pretty much everything I can tell you. I say buy it, you definitely should. Lots to do. And yeah, feel free to go check it out. It's definitely a highly recommended game as I get overrun. Somehow I'm pretty sure my Dying Light 1 video ended the exact same way. Oh my god. See, now this is 4 with a volatile. I actually killed a volatile, which is pretty sweet. Oh, no. Okay.